Dashcam shot, baby, baby, you so hot. If you need.
Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So I've got a dashcam to fit, and this is going in at the other C1. It comes with a button, Bluetooth button, hard wiring kit, and of course the dashcam itself, which I'll try and have a look at. Yes. And as we can see, I've either got really big hands or it's a nice, small and discreet unit. And it is in fact the case that it is a nice and small and discreet dashcam. The idea being is that this is going to go up behind the mirror or something, and well, it just records as you drive. That's the idea. That's what dashcam's doing it. So let's go and put the shitter in, which in itself should be a pretty simple job, because we've got this wiring kit with it, which we need an ignition feed, a constant feed, and a ground. And then all those will be behind the radio, which then I'm going to take a wire underneath. I'm going to try and sneak it from there, through that speaker grill, up the back, past that spider, without disturbing that. Go around here, and then I'm going to stick this, ideally, somewhere like that. And making sure it is within the swept area of the wipers, so when it rains you can still see shit. So let's make a start on the installation by first using the completely incorrect tool to remove this knob, and then taking this screw out, so we can carefully remove this unit. And now I've got that pulled out, we should be able to find the wires that we need. Now, according to this wiring kit, we need a permanent feed for the red wire, the yellow wire goes to ignition feed, and then the black wire goes to a ground. So I need to find those things. Now on the back of the radio, we have all the things that we need. So the blue is a permanent feed, the grey is an ignition feed, and the brown is our earth. Which means that I need to connect these wires to these wires, and then I need to unravel that, hook it off under there so it comes out over there like I said before, and then around here. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. So like I said, pull this off, and then just nice and carefully pull this off too. Yes. Then I am hopeful that I can get the wire under there. If not, I'll take it under the dash, but I'm hoping I don't have to do that. Yes, because as you can see, I can use this proper electrician's fish made out of a piece of aluminium TIG welding rod to pull the wire through. Which brings us to here. So now I just need to carry on feeding that through, around there and up and under the head lining, and then have it emerge roughly in the location where I want the camera to reside. Now that's tucked all out the way, I just need to put that cover back on. Yes, not forgetting that bit. And now I think we're at the point where I can actually stick the camera to the window. Now first I have used some brake parts cleaner to clean the area where I'm going to stick it to, and it is just a sticky back 3M sticky pad, which I'm going to do off camera because I'm going to screw it up if I do this on film. And now that is lovingly installed, and we can put our wire into it. And well, when I connect them it should work, which I am just doing with Scotch lock connectors because they're nice and easy. And they're not the best connectors, I'm not going to lie and say they're the best connectors in the world, but inside the car they're usually alright, you know. So that is wired in. Not forgetting the settings on this. Now, you've got a slider on here for the parking mode, so how low it will let your battery get before it cuts off. So I don't really want the battery to go flat. I'm not that bothered about parking mode, because I live in a high class area of Chadderton and it's not really a concern. So I'm going to put that all the way over there and then just hope for the best. And after carefully bundling the wires up and pushing this back into its location, I can put this back together. Now, I haven't put a fuse onto this because it is using the feed for the radio, which already has a fuse on it, so it shouldn't really be a problem. Finishing touches. And then now I'm going to put the memory card in that come with it. And I believe it should now be recording, but I'm not 100% sure, because as you can see it doesn't have a screen on it. Now that is actually a good thing because I want this to be as discreet as possible. However, what it means is that to set it up, there is an app to connect it to your phone. And after a couple of minutes of messing with the app, I have managed to get it to work. There is a lot of settings on the app really, and if you're looking at it now, it doesn't look that clear because I'm on live view, but if I put the actual recording up, you you can see it is actually impressively clear. Just mention the stuff that comes with it. So I got a wiring kit with this, and I got a Bluetooth button, which is that. I'm probably not going to bother with a Bluetooth button, but that is to do a snapshot, I believe, in an emergency. This plugs into your cigarette lighter. You've got user manual, usual sort of shit in there, extra sticker, memory card 32GB, and another wire. Also trim panel removal tool, which that could come in handy. And so I think we're pretty much done. That is installed and functioning as it should be doing. I will put some footage at the end to see what it performs like in low light and what have you. There won't be any sound on that because I've got the microphone turned off. So we'll see how that is at the end. Also, there is an affiliate link, for which I'll put in the description below, because I was sent this to test. And I'm happy about that, because I was going to buy one, and this one is probably about 100 times better than the one I was going to buy. So yeah, there will be a link underneath where to get it from and what have you. So I think that's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, stick around for the end, because I'll leave some footage at the end just for, so you can compare what the quality of it's like. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I'll see you next time.
I'm ballin' with my Crocs on.